Do you ever find yourself second guessing yourself, maybe when you want to give a statement, be it in public, be it even on the WhatsApp forums, because you're not too sure whether you sound smart enough? Do you ever feel like you always have to keep up appearances, overdress for particular occasions because you feel like your value is pegged on those things? Do you ever feel like you're not yourself? You're always pretending, so you can appear a particular way in front of people. I can relate to that. And, it's really an identity issue because the world we live in wants us to place our value or our identity on things rather than who we are, made in the image of God, and which is very powerful. And many of us don't understand this. Now, I have a story. So, I am now heading into 6 years of recovery from alcoholism. And the other day, a friend of mine who we used to party with a long time ago, unfortunately, so he lost his dad. And this friend of mine is doing very well in life. And the people we used to drink with then currently have pursued further studies. Generally, they are doing quite well in life. Now, unfortunately for me, I found myself struggling with alcoholism, and that meant a lot of unproductivity through those years. So when I heard my friend had lost his dad, even through the moment of grief and feeling that pain with him, before I went to meet him, the thing that scared me the most is that I'm going to find myself in the presence of friends who I haven't seen for a very long time, who are doing very well in life, and I have nothing much to really show for myself, or so I thought. So on a particular day, as I was leaving coaching, because I normally coach public speaking, as I was leaving and I was heading home, I thought, why not go and see his mom and pass my condolences? So I called him and I asked him, can I pass by? And he said, yeah, sure. We're around, we're in a meeting, but you can come and say hi to mom. Now that day, I remember I had put on a very nice suit, and I was like, at least I'm looking good. My suit, I'm driving, I'm looking nice. This will cover me up. It'll cover up my years of shame and addiction. So when I went to the house, I walked in, I put up a brave face, and I knocked on the door. And when I walked in, and the mom saw me, and she was seated down having a meeting with some senior people, she stopped the meeting, and she stood up and she opened her arms wide open and said, here is my son. I couldn't believe it. I was like, is she referring to me? And I walked in and she gave me a hug. And she stopped the meeting and she said, this is my son. They used to misbehave in my house and finish all my food. I felt so affirmed, acknowledged, and appreciated. Then she stopped that meeting and still took me to another room where the rest were sitting, including my good friend. And everybody saw me and they were excited to see me. And I was alarmed because I didn't expect that. So later, as my friend came and sat next to me, I noticed that he wanted to hang around a bit more. And I couldn't understand why somebody of his caliber, who has achieved particular accolades, or he has studied and moved further in life, would want to spend time with me. And as I drove home that day, I asked God, what is it about me that has allowed me to be seen in that light? What is it about me that has made people embrace me? And he told me that day, it's not about you, it's about me in you. And immediately I heard that statement. All the shackles, all the chains that were on me, that make me feel less of a person because of my past, the things I've gone through, and also the things that I try to pretend are the things that give me value, all that dropped, because my identity then became firm in who is in me rather than the things that I have. So I don't know what it is you're going through in terms of your identity, and I would honestly suggest to you that stop pursuing things outwardly to get validation, but start to look inwardly into what God says about you. Because immediately your identity is firm on God and what he says about you. If you read, like in the book of Psalms chapter 8, he says he has made us slightly lower than the heavenly beings and crowned us with glory and honor. Who is man that he is mindful of us, the son of man that he cares for us? Who are we in God's eyes? Immediately you start to get that awareness of who you are in God's eyes. Your identity is firm and you don't have to live according to your lower level, which is based on the things of this world. Pursue God more. Find out who you are in his eyes and let your identity be firm. I hope this helps someone out there.